Just a quick side note before the video begins. I just want to give a massive thank you to everyone who checked out the I Miss Tarkov video. I had no idea that video was going to do as well as it did and have so many people talk and comment, and it resonated with a lot of people, it sounds like, and I'm really happy, so I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for checking it out. And if you'd like to see something else that I did recently that's interesting, I made a video where I simulated what I hope to be open world Tarkov. If you want to check that out, that's also available too. But other than that, just massive shout out. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. On with the video. With the recent news that arena mode for Tarkov is not only real, but being tested later on this year, I figured it would make sense to go over some hopes and aspirations for what arena mode will bring and ultimately what kind of impact it will have on both the game and community as a whole. This is something a lot of us who have been playing for years now have known about going on in the background, but to be honest, I never really saw it coming to fruition, simply due to the fact that Tarkov has evolved into something that I don't think even BSG really imagined would ever happen to their game. I'm sure they're happy with so many people playing and enjoying their game, but the scale is something I have a strong suspicion they were never truly ready for. But they've made solid strides to rectify those kinds of issues and are on their way to releasing another sizable and monumentally game-changing patch for Tarkov with patch 12.12.xxx, whatever it ends up being. There's a lot to be excited for, but for me personally, the new and updated animations are incredible and will make life in the game so much better. Everyone will actually look like they're carrying guns and running around with them, as they should, instead of the strange hand-over-rifle pseudo-reload animation that they do currently. If you've ever looked at a PMC from far away through a scope, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But there's a ton of goodies that we don't even know about yet, so get hype. It's going to be a good patch. Now that we've officially seen arena mode and we know some details about it, the question then becomes, how will this affect Escape from Tarkov and the community at large? Well, personally, I see it having some bigger implications. For one, anyone who owns Edge of Darkness version of the game will have free access to it when it releases, meaning we have a seamless way of switching between both the vanilla game and the arena mode. I am curious to try it for myself and get a sense of what the overall experience will be like, but will I make the switch and have it be more focused of my time than the actual Tarkov game? I don't think so. There's still something to Tarkov's gameplay loop that's addicting. I appreciate the more open maps and how large they can be, how every map you won't always run into players, and how it feels like a moment of brevity in the schooling game when those happen. Tasks, while certainly beginning to grain on me somewhat for their repetition and lack of order structure change at all, still allow me to feel a sense of purpose every time I go into a raid, which is still good. The overall mindset of the game will be different, and you'll have to adjust your thought process when you play Arena. It's going to be way more focused on Tarkov's PvP, and the best thing that will come out of it is that everyone is going to get better at playing the game. Your accuracy, reaction speed, recoil control, all that will improve when you spend time in the arena. Because the problem I've always had when trying to get better at Tarkov over the years is lack of consistent fights against other players. Fighting bots, while certainly valuable, especially as a new player, will only take you so far. It's fighting other people that gets you better. And Factory can be a place to hone those skills. The problem is you're still playing Tarkov. If you die, you lose your gear, and you actually feel the penalty for trying to improve. And yes, while we will be losing gear in the arena as well, other people have echoed this sentiment too, and this isn't my own original thought, but you'll always have to have gear to play in the arena. Otherwise, people who only buy arena would get shafted if they ran out of gear to use a day after they bought the game. So it will still be punishing, but at the same time a little more forgiving than Tarkov, which is a good thing. What will most likely end up happening, and this is a guess and I'm making a prediction now, because why not, people will play Tarkov, grind to level 42, which is, is the soft cap, get all the gear they would want, and then switch over to the arena mode for a long time and grind that out, because EOD users will be able to take their main PMC into arena. It makes sense that people who are good at PvP will use this opportunity to play in arena with a potentially more powerful character. We actually don't know how soft skills and stuff like that are going to be affected. And assuming worst case scenario is we don't get any scaling for PMCs where everyone has flat stats across the board, someone might have a really high level character with crazy stats and be able to run circles and do things that other characters wouldn't be able to. Again, worst case scenario, but hey, it is up on the table for possibility, unfortunately. If you're worried that this will split the player base and make raids in Tarkov or queues in arena mode too slow, I wouldn't worry. Again, this game has grown beyond what anyone would originally expect, and that's a good thing. So there'll always be people in either arena or Tarkov. And even if you have a quiet raid here or there in Tarkov, or Arena isn't booming as it normally is, then you just switch to the other game if you have it. And that's kind of the beauty of it, that hopefully seamless transition between games that makes everybody happy, and allows us to experiment, switch back and forth when one isn't going so well. There is a lot of potential with the Arena mode, especially on the more competitive side of things. If the servers are as responsive as Nikita said they would be, upwards of potentially 100 tick server rates, this could be the birth of a true competitive Tarkov. Now, personally, I've always been of the mindset that vanilla Tarkov would and should never be competitive. That's not the reason why we play the game, or at least for me. The Arena mode, however, well, that's fair game. And if spectating cameras and quality of life things are implemented correctly, the Arena is definitely going to facilitate those people who have that competitive itch. And hell, it might even get people into the game who haven't played it before. But I honestly do see a future where big stages have room for competitive Tarkov Arena. I actually think that would be super cool if this game got professional stage time somewhere in the future. That'd be super awesome. Overall, Arena is an interesting addition I don't think we'd actually get. I will absolutely be giving it a try when it releases, or if I get stupid lucky, get to test it beforehand, but I severely doubt that'll be happening. Let me know what you're looking forward to in both the Arena and the new patch coming up, hopefully. Likes, dislikes, questions, concerns, all that stuff. I'm curious how the community at large feels about it, because, people talk about it on Reddit, but, people have been checking these videos out, so I figured, hey, leave a comment. Let me know what you're thinking. I'm actually curious to see what people's perspectives are with this versus regular Tarkov versus Arena. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this video, and I hope to see you in future ones.
EP located.